Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Today's video is finally going to be a 5 looks 1 palette with the Conspiracy palette by Jeffree Star and Shane Dawson. This one right here. I did already do a video with this palette, which is one of my favorite looks I've done with it, and that is on my review video, which I filmed with Evan. Evan is the owner of this one right here, and I'm going to link that video in the description box down below, and I would love it if you guys checked it out as well, and you can get a couple more ideas of looks to do over there. In this video I just kind of like played with colors and came out with 5 different looks that I hope you guys like. It was a bit challenging for me to use all of the shades in this palette, especially because there's a lot of like statement shades like shimmers like Spiraling and Sleep Paralysis and Illuminati and Diet Cola that can be used in very similar ways, and the mass remained the same. So out of all of the shades I ended up not using 2. I didn't use Trisha and I didn't use Spiraling. And then the color Just a Theory I don't think I used in this video, but I did use it on my review video. So again, if you guys want to see that look, you should check it out. We have 5 looks to get into, so I'm not going to ramble for too long. Don't forget to like this video if you guys liked it. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel before you leave. My name is Patty. I do lots of makeup tutorial, makeup reviews type videos, and I would love it if you subscribe to my channel. And then please comment down below 1 through 5 which look was your favorite one. Throughout the video I'll tell you which look was my favorite one, of course. Let's just go ahead and get started. Alright guys, welcome to look number 1, and the first color I'm going to use is the color My Pills, and I'm using it on this big fluffy brush. This one right here is the number 12 brush by Sephora Collection, and it's like an all over shadow brush. And I love to use it to put a base color on my crease area and almost all the way up to the brow. So as you can see, I'm just brushing on that color My Pills just to cover that surface. Next I'm going in with the color Flaming Hot, and if I remember from the swatches, this one is not as pigmented as I thought, which is a good thing because I want to use it kind of as a transition color. So buildable colors you can use like that, so you can use it as a transition, and then with that same color we're going to intensify this eye. See, we had a very sheer layer the first go around, and now it's getting a little more intense. So this is the color Flaming Hot, which is a really nice matte red, and I'm applying it with the E40 from Sigma, which is one of my favorite blending brushes, and we're just doing windshield wiper motions on the crease. I'm grabbing a little bit of My Pills and blending it on the upper side so that everything looks very nice and diffused. I'm switching my brush to a smaller one. This one here is the E38 from Sigma, and it is basically the same brush, just a bit smaller, and we are going to keep building that red shade on the crease area with this smaller brush, and I'm taking it all the way to the inner part of my eye right here, and just back and forth we are blending that shade. With this same E38 I grabbed the color My Ride Is Here, which, you guys, it is the creamiest black shade, and I'm putting it on the outer corner of my eye, and we're just making things a little darker back here. So then I think I'm going to cut my crease. So I have the Anastasia eyelid primer on this flat brush here, and we are going to apply it on the crease area. Alright, so this is what I have so far. With the Sigma E25 and the color Sleep Paralysis, I'm going to go ahead and start tapping that color right here, where between the black shade and where I finish applying that primer, just as a transition. And I'm just doing a little more of that with my finger. Went back to the E38 in the color My Cars here, and I'm just making sure we don't lose that black on the outer corner. With my number 13 brush from Sephora Collection, I'm applying the color Conspiracy to the rest of my eyelid. Okay, so this is the top of look number 1. I'm going to clean my fallout and come back to do the bottom side. Okay, I'm back, and I'm going to go ahead and apply the color Food Videos, and I'm going to put it right here on this inner corner, blend it into Conspiracy a little bit, and I'm going to build up its intensity ever so slightly. For the bottom, I grabbed the color My Ride Is Here, and I'm going to smoke it right underneath my lower lash line all the way to my tear duct area, but I grabbed very little of it. I was about to blend the bottom with Flaming Hot, which is that red shade, but I feel like that'll be a lot. So I'm going to do Tanacon instead and blend it out with the color Tanacon. Just kidding, I'm going to blend it out with the color Flaming Hot. it kind of mixed with Tannicon at the bottom, so let me add a little more and see if that fixes it. If not, it's okay. I'm going to do a light color eyeliner in my waterline, and I'm going to go ahead and put on mascara and lashes, and I'll be right back to show you guys the final look. Alright guys, I am back, and this right here is look number 1. Let me be completely honest with you, I like this and I feel like this would look good on like Instagram, but I don't think I would leave my house with this eye look. It is very extra and very intense, and like red and green together are like a combination I never thought I would put in my eyes, but here it is. So definitely totally out of my comfort zone. Let me know what you guys think in the description down below. I know some of you guys like very colorful makeup, so this is probably more for you. So yeah, here is look number 1. Okay guys, so let's get started with the second look, and for this one I feel like we need to like just tone it down 10 notches and do something that's going to be a lot more natural, because like this is kind of crazy, right? So I want to do something that's a lot more natural for look number 2, and let's see what we can come up with. So I'm going to once again use the color My Pills as a base right here underneath my brow. So I'm using my number 12 brush from Sephora collection, and I'm just swiping that color through the crease area of my eye. So with my E40 brush, I'm going to get the color Tannicon to be our transition shade. So we're going to put this color back and forth on the crease and just build it up. This is my second go at it, just windshield wiper motions. Third go, I want to intensify it a little more. All right, just like this. And then I'm grabbing the color Diet Root Beer with my E38 from Sigma, and we're going to darken up the outer corner a bit more. Oh, I really like that color, Diet Root Beer. That one is a nice one. We're gonna put it on the inner corner as well. Okay, that's natural. I'm going to build up Diet Root Beer right here, just tapping it on the outer corner, and with the tip of the brush diffusing it into the crease a little bit. Same thing right here in this inner part, and then with the E40 and Tannicon back on the crease area. Okay, so I want to intensify this a bit more because like I want it natural but like not super basic. So we're going to get the color My Right is here on the M506 by Morphe, and we're going to intensify our inner and outer corners a little more. And so I'm just using that super teeny tiny blending brush for the outer and inner corner. Okay, I think I might have changed my mind about making this a super natural look, because now I want to put the color Hood Videos in the center. So let's do it, why not? At the end of the day, it's not even as intense as it looks. So we're just going to tap it in the center, and I'm using my number 13 brush from Sephora collection. And I'm going to grab the color Ranch, and I'm going to put it right through the center of it too. Oh, I just made a huge mess with that color Ranch. Like, I don't even know how that happened. Let's wipe it off. There we go, not a big deal. Okay, so I'm applying the color Ranch right here to the center. I'm going back with Food Videos on both sides of Ranch, and then with the color My Right is here, we are going to intensify the inner and outer corners again, and we're going to put it through the crease a little bit. And then with my E40, I'm just blending it all out. Okay, so this is what I have. I don't know how to feel about it, but this is what we have. I'm going to leave it at this. I'm going to clean underneath and put some foundation and concealer on, and I'll be right back to finish it up. Honestly, is it a me video if I don't forget to press record at least once? I don't think so. So let me tell you what I did for at the bottom, because you didn't see. Kill me. So with my E30 brush from Sigma, I grabbed the color Ranch, and I went ahead and put it right here on the inner corner of the eye. I patted it in the inner corner, blended it a bit up towards the eyelid so that it would blend it with the colors that I already had there. And after I did that, I used this same brush and the color My Right is here, and I blended it all the way underneath my eyes, really close to my lower lash line, from outer corner to my tear duct area. And so just with the tip of this brush, just back and forth. And then to blend that out, because it looked a little harsh, I grabbed with my M506 brush from Sigma the color Tannicon, and I just went back and forth underneath my eye, all the way back here to where it meets with the top, back and forth with the color Tanacon. And that is it. That is all you missed. I was saying that I think I would go back in time, and instead of using the color Food Videos in the center of this eye look, I would use the color Conspiracy, because the color Conspiracy is brighter than Food Videos, believe it or not, because the color Food Videos is so not what it looks like in the pan, let's just say. So I think the color Conspiracy would look better in the center, but I went with Food Videos, and so here we are. I'm going to do my mascara and lashes, and I'll be right back to show you the final look number 2. Okay, I'm back, lashes on, and this right here is look number 2, which, I mean, this is a very nice wearable look. You can do the center color with any other shade in this palette, and that would look really pretty too. I just love a nice halo eye. And of course, I'm wearing my Barcelona lashes by Lily Lashes. Okay, so let's get started with look number 3. I'm going to use the color My Pills on my number 12 brush right underneath the brow, but not quite touching the brow. I like to leave a little gap, and I'm just going back and forth with this big eyeshadow brush, leaving a little space underneath my brow. I did prime my eyes already with my Makeup Forever eyeshadow primer. The next color I'm going to grab is going to be the color Tanacon, and I'm using an E40 brush from Sigma right in the crease of my eye, and I'm just doing windshield wiper motions. I'm using very soft pressure on the crease of my eye because I want this color Tanacon to blend. So we're going back and forth, just like this. Next, I'm going to use the color Diet Root Beer, and this is an E38 brush from Sigma. It looks very similar to the last one I used, but it's just a little bit smaller of a brush. And I am just blending the color Diet Root Beer into the color Tanacon. Again, I'm using very light pressure. Okay, next I'm going to grab the color My Ride Is Here with an M506 from Morphe, and I'm going to just start blending it on the outer corner of my eye and into the crease ever so slightly once I don't have that much product on the brush. So just back and forth with the M506, and then back with my E38 by Sigma. I'm just going to blend that color into the crease. Then I'm going to grab the color Illuminati, and I'm going to put it in the center of my eyelid. So I'm blending it into the color My Ride Is Here, and I'm just going to leave the first fourth of my eyelid right there with no color on it yet, because I want to put another color there. And I'm just kind of packing it on. This is a really pretty green. Back with the color My Ride Is Here, I'm intensifying that outer corner shade with the M506. By the way, the brush that I used for the color Illuminati was the number 13 brush from Sephora collection. And I'm going to use the color Diet Cola next with that same brush. And I'm going to put it on that inner part that I left blank. And I'm going to blend that color into Illuminati. If you need to, grab a bit more Illuminati just to make them transition well. Okay, I'm digging that. That's cool. So I'm going to go ahead and do my face makeup next, and I'll be back to finish up this eye. Okay, I'm back. I put some face makeup on. Not on this side yet, but here we are. You guys don't have to see that. I'm going to go ahead and put the color Ranch right here on the inner corner. Make it blend into the color Diet Cola, and a little bit above too, because why not? So now for under the eye, I'm going to use the color My Ride Is Here, and I'm going to put it on with this brush. This is an M213 from Morphe. I'm going to go ahead and do it all the way into the tear duct area, and then with the M506 I'm going to blend it out into the color Tanacon. So I'm just going back and forth underneath my eye with the color Tanacon on an M506 and just blend out that black shade and smoke it out. Back and forth, just like this. I'm going to go ahead and put this flesh toned eyeliner in the waterline of my eye. This one's been discontinued, so you guys have to find an alternative, just anything that looks kind of like the color of your skin. And this is just going to kind of open up your eye a bit more, just make it look bigger. So I'm going to do lashes, and I'm going to be right back to show you guys the final look. Alright guys, I am back. Lashes on. These are the Barcelona lashes by Lily Lashes, and this right here is look number 3. So let's go ahead and move on to the fourth look. Okay, so to start look number 4, I'm going to once again go ahead and place the color My Pills. I'm using the Sephora collection all over eyeshadow brush number 12, and I'm leaving a little gap right underneath my brow, and I'm just back and forth kind of blending the color My Pills. Next, with my E40 brush and the color Pigment, I'm just going to swipe that color back and forth on the crease of my eye. Grabbed a little more. I'm putting very little pressure on my number E40 brush from Sigma, just to put the color Pigment right there on the crease of my eye. I'm going to start deepening up this look with the color Not a Fact, and this is an M506 from Morphe. I'm placing it on the outer corner of my lid and slightly blending it into the crease. And I'm also going to deepen up the inner corner of the eye with that same brush and that same color. Again, I'm using my M506 and the color Not a Fact. Back with the color Pigment and the E40 from Sigma, I'm just going to blend everything out on the crease area so that we don't have any skipping, we don't have any like patches of colors, and everything is cohesive looking. So just back and forth with that E40, very little pressure on. Next, I'm going to put the color What's the Tea on my ring finger right here, and we're going to tap it in the center of our eyelid, back and forth, back and forth. I want to be a little more precise with it, so I switched to my number 13 brush from Sephora collection, and I'm tapping it in the center. I did not actually expect this to look this good. I really like this combo. Interesting. Sometimes you just have to try things, honestly, because like, what's the worst that can happen? You wipe it off. Like, I thought I would have to put ranch over it to like make it more intense looking, but I think it looks really nice the way it is, so I'm just going to keep building it. Okay, so far this is honestly my favorite look I've done in this video. Besides this one, I really love the first look I created with this palette, which is on the review video. If you guys haven't watched the review video, there is a beautiful look that I did on that one, so I would totally recommend you watching it. I'm going to link it right up here and also in the description box below. But besides that one look, this right here, I love so far. I'm going to put some makeup on my face real quick, and I'll be right back to finish up this eye. Okay, I am back. I put some makeup on, and I have my M213 from Morphe with the color What's the Tea, and I'm just going to go ahead and put that color in the center underneath my eye. Same brush and the color Not a Fact, and I put it on the inner corner and the outer corner of my eye. I'm blending it with the top right here, and then I dusted off both colors off the brush because I want to kind of like make them blend into one another. So I'm just going back and forth right in the middle of both colors, and that'll make them blend. So then with an M506 and the color Pigment, we're going to go underneath both those colors and make it me right here at the end. I think in the blending process, the color What's the Tea kind of got lost a little bit, so I'm going to add it back to the center. And lastly, I'm going to put the color Ranch right in the inner corner of my eye. And this is what I have so far. I'm going to go ahead and do mascara and lashes, and I'll be right back to show you guys the final look. Okay, and this right here is look number 4. I always ask you guys to vote from 1 to 5 which look was your favorite. Just vote 4, because like this one's the best one, okay? Even though we don't even know what 5 looks like yet, I know it just can't be prettier than this. What do you guys think? Let me know down below. Okay, so let's get started with the last look, and I'm going to once again start by brushing the color My Pills onto my crease area and just all the way right underneath my brow. And then I'm grabbing the color Cheese Dust with my E40 from Sigma, and I'm going to start blending the color Cheese Dust right on my crease area. So I'm just doing back and forth windshield wiper motions. I'm not applying too much pressure on my brush. just go back and forth on specific areas that I want to blend out more. Next, I'm grabbing the color Not a Fact, and we're going to start blending it on the outer corner of my eye. And once that purple is placed where I want it, I'm going back with the E40 and just making sure there's no harsh lines. I'm going back with my little M506. Nothing really added to it, but it has a little bit of color left, and I'm just adding it to the front side of the crease of my eye here, just to deepen up that area a little bit, and blending it out. Next, I'm grabbing the color Sleep Paralysis with my Sephora collection number 13 brush, and I'm going to put it 2/3 of the eyelid in. And with my E30 from Sigma and the color Ranch, we're going to lighten the inner part of the eye, so like 1/3 of the way in my eyelid. Just add it on top. Back with the color Not a Fact and my M506, I'm just going to make sure this outer corner is still deep. And this is what we have so far. I'm going to do my face makeup and I'll be right back to do the under eyes. Alright, I am back, face makeup on, and let's go ahead and do the under eyes. I'm going to get the color Cheese Dust in my M506 from Morphe, and I'm going to put it right underneath my eye, tie it at the end. I already did mascara on my upper lashes, by the way, and I'm just putting Cheese Dust underneath my eye. On my inner corner, the color Ranch with the E30 from Sigma, and just a little bit above the crease there. So just like this, I'm going to do my bottom mascara and put lashes on, and I'll be right back to show you guys the final look. Okay guys, I am back, mascara on, and I was going to do lashes again, but I decided against it because I'm over them. I don't want to have to glue them back on. This right here is look number 5. Very orangey, which I don't know why, but today I'm not super feeling the orange shade, but I hadn't used the color Cheese Dust for any of my looks, so I figured I would use it. Look number 4 is still my favorite, and possibly like, this is probably like a negative thing to say, but I think look number 4 is like the only look I've liked from this whole video. Like, I don't know, this palette is just weird. It's not my favorite palette I've done a 5 looks 1 palette with, let's just say that. Like some other palettes I felt so inspired and I felt like every look has been so pretty, and that's not the way I feel with this one. Okay guys, and that was all 5 looks with this palette. I think look number 4 by far was my favorite one I did with the whole palette. And then regarding the palette, I love the packaging, I loved the series. I think having this palette is definitely like being part of that journey that Shane Dawson had with Jeffree and creating the product and all of that. The color selection to me is just like a little random, and even though I loved creating some of the looks that I created for this palette, I don't think that this is one of my favorite palettes from the ones that I've done 5 looks 1 palettes with before. But yeah, let me know what you guys thought in the comment section below. Let me know if you liked the looks, let me know if you got the palette, if you bought it, if you got some inspiration from this video. I'm very interested in knowing all of those things, so leave me some feedback in the comments below. So that is it. Don't forget guys to please give the video a thumbs up if you liked it. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave. Thank you so much for watching the video, and I hope to see you back in the next one. Bye!